South Wales National Premier League. Starting lineup for today's fixture for the home side. Number 1, Jim Fogarty. Number 2, Bray Smith. Number 3.
Good evening and welcome to the opening fixture here at Edgeworth between Edgeworth FC against the Newcastle Jets youth. It looks like it's going to be a cracker one. We've had so much rain coming down here, but the pitch is looking immaculate for this game between Edgeworth and Newcastle Jets youth. The starting lineup for Edgeworth: number 1, Jim Fogarty. Bray Smith, number 2. Number 3, Cameron Hughes. 4, Josh Evans. 5 will be Aaron McLaughlin. Tonight in the 6 will be Bren Hamill. Luke Walker will wear the 7. Jesse Krankovic up front with the 9. Dylan Holtz in 10 and Brody Taylor 11. The substitutes: Pepper, Johnson Young and Johnson Wild. For the Newcastle Jets youth, it'll be Solari, Whiteside, Hoffman, Ben Hay in the 5. Andrew Pawiak in the 6. 7 will be Bo McDonald. Michael Kantorowski in the 9. Pavasevich in the 10. Finlayson and Brandon Lundy to get us out underway. So both teams out in the centre of the park right now. Edgeworth Eagles. Speaking to Coach Gary Wilson, who won't be a part of the sideline action for the first 8 weeks due to a suspension, but he was hoping his very youthful side tonight, with a lot of energy and new players amongst them, will be able to get the Newcastle Jets youth measure. My name's Silas Moss. This is Bar TV's coverage of the National Premier League for Northern New South Wales. We'll be covering a match of the round every week. And don't forget to get on Facebook, facebook.com.au/BarTVAU to get amongst a National Premier League tipping competition. So we're just about to get things underway. The game before, it was Edgeworth Eagles 5 defeating Newcastle Jets Youth 1. Jets running from right to left. Over the ball there is Finlayson. In the 6 in the circle there is Pawiak. Looks like he's going to play a holding midfielder. And the all-white strip for Edgeworth Eagles. So we're underway in the first round of the National Premier League fixture. Just driving one down there to the corner, looking to win a corner. Cuts back on the inside. Edgeworth under pressure early. A nice relieving ball over halfway. Takes a bounce. And it's going to be brought back in by the Newcastle Jets youth. Hay throws it down the line. One of the question marks will be placed tonight on the Jets youth is, can they get amongst the physicalness of a more senior side in Edgeworth, who themselves are bringing to the table quite a new look premiership team, with the fact that they've had quite a number of players going into retirement. Bray Smith, first time, down the line, back to Smith. Oh, beautiful play there. Hamill gets the cross in, but it's not good enough. It comes out of play. Nice little play, enterprising there by Bren Hamill. So if you've just joined us, this is the opening fixture of the Northern New South Wales National Premier League. This overhauled leagues right the way across Australia, and we're blessed to have all the action covered tonight for the match of the round. Copping it in the head there, Michael Kantorowski. Nice little drive down the line, cuts back. Oh, he's clipped really hard. Cameron Hughes may well gather himself an entry into the book, and the referee makes his way over. It was a heavy clip. It looks like he's just going to leave it at that. So free kick to the Jets inside there, attacking halfway, left wing. Got options to go back or forward. Nice little easy one. Looking to pump it down the line. No, he turns around. It's not a real confident ball. Back to Solari. Goes over to right back. Option available. Driving it along. Very unlike a Jets youth player. Usually they're made to hold possession. Bit of pace. Lundy goes out wide, headed back in, flicked on. Here's the first opportunity of the match. McDonald and he wins the corner. So the first corner of the match goes to the Newcastle Jets youth, and after 40, sorry, just clock's not quite ticked over there, inside the first couple of minutes, the opportunity to be coming on. And wandering across to take it will be Ben Hay for the Newcastle Jets youth. Plenty of players amongst it. Look for Pavicevic. Kanarowski in there as well. They go short. Looks to go left, goes up, trying to win another corner. But too much experience at the back there by Hamill. And Edgeworth come away with it. Driving it long. It's Brodie Taylor. And he thought he might have had a claim for a throw-in, but he doesn't. So it's right on halfway for Edgeworth. 2 minutes gone here. Still 0-0. Across the back, Roman Hoffman. Hay. Hay makes the lead through, but Lundy can't get there. Here's an opportunity on the outside. Nice little play forward. Smith down to Krankovic. Krankovic gets the pass in, but he can't find the player, and it's going to be brought back in via throw-in. It was a nice little enterprising play there by Krankovic. Of course, a great signing by Edgeworth, the son of former Socceroo Eddie. And here's another opportunity. Turns around, but Fogarty's there. It goes straight into his breadbasket. So Krankovic wearing the nice white boots tonight. Very flashy. Centre of the park, holding midfielder there. It was Dylan Holtz. On halfway, Evans just turns around looking to go to his keeper, who's first to come all the way out there, Jim Fogarty, 22 years of age. And neither side really sort of dominating possession. It's pretty much 50-50. Probably the first opportunity of the game, or two of those to Edgeworth. They haven't been able to convert those into anything meaningful, with the Jets getting a couple of corners. Solari. His centre half in Hay. Hay looks up. Krankovic puts him under pressure. He's forced to go all the way back. They're over to the right hand side now. 3 minutes gone, 0-0. Giving possession up cheaply. Here you go, Edgeworth. Plenty of defenders around. Muscling over the ball was Holtz, but a little bit too much, says referee. And Whiteside will pick up the free kick. Not happy with the ball for some reason. Might not like the colour of it or the shape. Maybe it's a bit too wet for him, not quite sure. They'll be bringing this one back in. There has been a bit of rain this afternoon here at Jack McLaughlin Oval. But I tell you what, the pitch is in nice condition. A few of the corners in the earlier game have been torn up a little bit, but apart from that, it's looking an absolute treat tonight as the rain slowly starts to come back into play now. So he's forced to go back. So often you see that as the players just get that little extra inch wherever they possibly can. Here you go, the Jets looking forward. Lundy, he's always nice and lively off the left wing there. Keeper comes out. There's a nice ball through, but unfortunately Michael Finlayson couldn't find himself on the end of it. The rain now starts to tumble down. It's good, the Jets youth being maybe a little bit fitter. We'll find out here in the centre of the park. It's Powiak, turns around, goes over to the right-hand side of play. McDonald's there, tries to take his man, clips it to the far post. Nice, easily stuffed there by Ben Smith. That was Bray Smith. They're forced to come back now, the Jets, switching it in. Nice header out, clearing. Tom Whiteside going forward, trying to make something now, the Jets. They sense that Edgeworth sitting back a little bit. They may be able to make the most of some of this, and it's going to be a goal kick. So 5 minutes into play here at Jack McLaughlin Oval for the opener of the Northern New South Wales Premier League. The host side, Edgeworth Eagles, have had a couple of opportunities, and the Jets Look very dangerous on the left-hand side for sure. Just taking it easy in the back. Centre halves look up. Not many options, closing down well, the Jets. Forced to come back once again. They'll be happy with just possession now. Hughes looks up, drives one long, searching down for Bray Smith. He's got some pace, Smith, trying to go around his man. Oh, beautiful footwork, just couldn't control. Even better was the pass down the line by Hay. Lundy going forward. Lundy turns. Beautiful play. Kanarowski, Powiak. They're looking like a team who's starting to find a bit of belief now, the Newcastle Jets youth team, clipping it inside. And it's been just headed away there nice and easily by Ben Hamill. And Krankovic picks it up. Ooh, sliding in with 2 feet was Kanarowski. Right wing chipping inside, Fogarty's there, takes it on the bounce. Those ones are always going to be a little bit tough as well, given the conditions here tonight, having to pick it up there on the half volley. Playing it on the deck. Heavy was Hay, he's been right amongst it. Kanarowski chipping it forward, keeper comes out, confusion everywhere. Nice play there by Cameron Hughes. Chipping it down the line, but Hamill gives it up cheaply. In play, Brandon Lundy. Just sort of settling down at the back now, the Jets youth. He looks up, just chips one down the line. Nice first time touch, but given up cheaply once again. Krankovic the key man, his defender slipped, but they couldn't make the most of it. One thing about Krankovic's hair there, very, very good. Goes with his white boots. Chipping it in field. Edgeworth, still trying to get a little bit of possession back here. Walker gives it up. Back it goes to McLaughlin. Looks up. Aaron McLaughlin drives it down the field. As we see a bit of lightning start to come down here at Jack McLaughlin Oval. This opening fixture between the Edgeworth Eagles and the Newcastle Jets youth. Chipping one down, climbing high was Whiteside. Kanarowski going down the line, comes back on the inside, finds Pavicevic, looks forward, Lundy's there, Pavicevic still alive. Out to the right hand side of play. McDonald takes the safe option and goes back. Alive in the centre is Hoffman. Switches it all the way out to Hay. Hay looks up, straight down the line, but Pavicevic can't get there. And it's out of play. It'll be a throw in now to Edgeworth Eagles. Providing special comments tonight, we've got Matthew Fox. Foxy so far, pretty even affair.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, both sides obviously looking to get into the contest. A few players probably stick out. I like Michael Kanarowski in the heart of the Jets youth. Defensive midfielder, seems to be holding things up well and distributing their play. And to be honest, I think the Jets are opening up a bit more. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Special comments tonight by Matt Fox. He's also ground announcer today. He's got himself a couple of gigs, which is good.
It's all happening.
It is all happening, especially with that lightning. It's one of those things, isn't it, the weather? It'll definitely come into play tonight. It'll be a test of character, but also the fitness of both sides.
Yeah, well, I mean, you expect the Jets youth to be really fit coming off a full National Youth League season. Obviously, they're younger as well. The pitch, it looks good from up here, but it'll be nice and soft. And I think the second half, when the game starts to open up a bit, there'll be a lot more free-flowing action. I think, the smallest slip-up, the smallest mistake could lead to the breakthrough in this game.
So the Jets with the ball at the back. Hoffman, nice little ball. Lundy's very lively, left winger. Driving down there's Hay. He's got a fair bit of muscle about him as well. He tries to turn on it, but coming in there was Walker doing his job. Just driving one out over the sideline. It's a nice little chunk down there out of the turf. It's always going to be like that in the corners in conditions like this. Back to Kanarowski, chipping past to his central defender. Tom Whiteside, beautiful ball there, finds his man. Cuts back on the inside. Here's an opportunity for the Jets. It's McDonald, can't find his player though. They're still alive. Newcastle Jets. Turning it round is McDonald and just giving up possession there. So after 12 minutes, still 0-0. Looking to get things underway here in the opening fixture of the Northern New South Wales National Premier League. And it's an exciting prospect, the new Premier League, with all its machinations, player point systems, trying to even out the scale. And it brings a lot into it. Now, tonight, for Edgeworth, they're seeing quite a number of new players due to a few retirements. And in particular, bringing back Luke Walker, who's spent a bit of time with Altona in the Victorian Premier League, an Edgeworth junior, but he's back, which we'll very much looking forward to seeing here at Jack McLaughlin. So Bray Smith over the ball, the man with the captain's armband. He's on an angle, 25 out. Will he go far or near post? Goes the near post. He's hit the crossbar. Cannons over, and that's the first opportunity on the board here. And that was a wonderful free kick taken by the captain for Newcastle Jets. So that was Nick Cowburn who just curled that one in. I thought it was going in. We had a great vision. Just hit the crossbar. Nice little 1-2. Holtz can't make the most of it. Here's Kanarowski, looks out to the right-hand side. Cowburn inside their final third, looking for the entry. Making the overlap was Hay, but his defender got the measure of him. Sliding in, Powiak did well. Kanarowski reminds me a lot of his brother in that holding midfield role. Tall, strong, insightful. Nice little cross ball. An opportunity here for Finlayson, but he can't control. And there is a man brought down. Holtz is brought down. It was Kanarowski. But Dylan Holtz was brought down, and he wasn't happy to find that, but good to see the young fella getting straight back up, Foxy.
Yeah, it is, and you'd kind of expect that from the young side as well. And Edgeworth seems to be well soaking up the pressure. Their structure is still pretty tight. They've got a good shape. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the game goes on, especially now the rain is really coming down.
So it's bucketing down here at Jack McLaughlin Oval. I'm sure our cameraman outside will be happy to see plenty of water. I'm just getting the thumbs up now by Josh, one of the boys from Bar TV, putting on tonight's and the live stream. The Newcastle Jets giving away possession there. It's about 35 out from the corner post. So we're expecting a dour affair from this point forward. Goals will be hard to come by. Fogarty just plays it easy. Centre of the park, plenty of players around though, and they give it up once again. Looking forward, trying to get a hold of it there was Pavicevic, but he couldn't get it. And Edgy come away with the ball. Krankovic wins the throw. It's going to be a battle tonight, Krankovic, Whiteside. Krankovic has got good vision and leads well up front. And the big tall fella Walker. They're turning around now, so the boys in white, the Edgeworth Eagles, trying to punch one forward here, giving it away. Ben Hay has been amongst it tonight. Lundy trying to chip it down. Nice little play by Holtz, and he comes away with it. Oh my goodness, there is so much water coming down here. Sliding in there with 2 feet dangerously was Taylor. Play on. I nearly went and watched Noah today, the movie. Movie all over this water. Shipping it down the line, trying to find his man. Pavicevic rather, can't hold on to it. Nice little clearance by Solari over to halfway, but it goes straight into the path of an Edgeworth Eagles player. Thinking one down the line. Looking for an opportunity. The far side of play is Hamill in open space. Will we see a clearing ball? No, looking forward to Krankovic, but the flag goes up. We've got 16 minutes to play here in the first half, and it's the Newcastle Jets youth who've travelled here tonight against Edgeworth Eagles, and it's 0-0. Giving it away here cheaply. Here's an opportunity. He came out large with Solari, and he had to like a big spider. He had no opportunity there for Dylan Holtz, who probably should have done better, but he did well. And diving in at the back there was Evans. This game is starting to come alive. It's like the rain has injected some enthusiasm for the players. Shipping it down, you get the feeling just a simple mistake in the next 5 to 10 minutes may well be the tail of the tape. Halyak, he's got vision. Beautiful ball. Hay. Looks inside. Lundy turns. Nice ball square. Having a drive from outside. Lundy's there though, and he's got a shot on goal. The flag is up. Oh, he thought he scored, but the flag was already up. That was an opportunity, and I can tell you the whole of the defensive lineup for Edgeworth Eagles, and in particular John Fogarty, very, very happy indeed. They didn't want to give up an opening goal early in this part of the season. They'll be looking for a clean sheet tonight. But as the ball gets slippery, everything gets a bit heavy underfoot, it's going to make it extremely tough for both sides. As we've sort of said, the fitness will definitely come into play. On the right-hand side of play now. We're just looking forward. Under the ball is Kanarowski. Cuts it back on the inside. And, both goalkeepers coming into play there, Foxy, but it was Solari who came out big, gave a great target, and Holtz couldn't score it there for Edgeworth.
He did well. He made himself big, got his legs involved as well, and it was a brilliant save when you think about it. He looked very likely to score.
What about the offside? A little bit of a bad luck?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a miss-hit from Pavicevic just from his shot outside the box. So really, if they would have converted, you know, it would have been unfortunate for the home side, but again, that's football and things like that happen, especially tonight with the rain coming down. We should expect more from that. Again, the free kick from Cowburn that came off the crossbar. Really, the game's 20 minutes old and we've already had a few chances, which is great to see.
Special comments tonight by Matt Fox for this opening round of the Northern New South Wales National Premier League. You're listening to Silas Moss here. It's a Friday night football. Stick around, you can grab this on your laptops, you can put it through your television, and be sitting there next to you as you're watching any other form of football on your mobile device. Stick around for this one, because this one is going to be mouth-watering indeed. Hey, looks up, he's edged off the ball. Looking up, Walker, chipping it down the line. Cowburn is there though for the Newcastle Jets, and a searching ball goes forward, finds Pavicevic. Halyak goes wide, overlapping his Cowburn. He just turns back to Halyak. In the centre circle finds Kanarowski. He's got that overlapping man in Hay who's done that all night. Trying to find his player on the inside. Just playing a possession-based game here. Newcastle Jets youth. Something we'd come to expect. A slight appeal for handball, but it's play on. Oh, nice effort at the back there by Josh Evans. and he had to make the play because the Jets were bearing down on him. Krankovic, was he held back? No. Play on. Going short and easy, Newcastle. Nice little play, very flashy in the centre of the park. There is Andrew Paljak. Got flashy boots to match as well. Big walker. So at the back now, John Solari looks forward, goes to Cowburn, back to his Whiteside. Whiteside to his right back in Cowburn. Nice little play, McDonald cuts back inside. Here's Lundy, will he have a dig for a shot? No, he goes wide to Hay, cuts back off the left, looking forward, nice little back heel, still alive for the Jets. Goes up, and is it going to be a corner? No, they've done well, Edgeworth. They just come away with that one. There was some enterprising play there by the Newcastle Jets.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Newcastle Jets youth of old, really. They entered the State League competition in 2012 and, I mean, really established themselves as the team to beat. Even the likes of, Broadmeadow Magic and Hamilton Olympic, they all, I guess, really commented on the style of play. And obviously it's to be expected with a great coaching setup. Last year they struggled. They finished 9th in the competition, only recording 4 wins out of 18, whereas that first season they won 11. And playing a very similar style of football. They're holding possession, they're spreading the ball well, they're doing really well. But credit to Edgeworth, you've got Cameron Hughes and Bray Smith back there, are holding the line really well. And despite all the possession, Newcastle Jets are still finding it pretty hard just to find the final ball in the final third to convert a good opening chance. But midfield in the middle of the park, they definitely looked the better team early on.
And Lundy's searching ball there, couldn't find Bowden McDonald. Here they go forward now. Krankovic held his line well. The trap was set, but both players look good. Lundy looking forward. Pavicevic goes wide and right to McDonald. McDonald, he'd overrun the pass there, so it did go out of play. 22 minutes left in this first half of the opening fixture in the Northern New South Wales National Premier League. Fogarty forced to come out, the 22-year-old. Krankovic, beautiful overhead. Here's an opportunity. Holtz amongst the player there who fell over in Brady Taylor. Hasn't really found himself into the game. Going in hard. Giving away a free kick, one of the Newcastle Jets players, and it is bucketing down here. I'd be surprised if we don't see some form of puddle starting to form up. So it's a throw in to the Edgeworth Eagles. It's Friday night football. You're listening to Silas Moss and Matthew Fox and Bar TV's coverage. And just looking for a pass now to the centre of the park it goes. Out wide, bypassing Smith. Hamill looks up, Smith makes the overlapping run. Oh, he skins him. Does he go near side? Goes fast stick, but it's over the bar. It was enterprising play, bit of razzle-dazzle down there on the right sideline, but just couldn't get that ball to stick inside the fast stick.
Yeah, I think Edgeworth will look dangerous down the right-hand side. You've got Bray Smith, is one of the fastest players in the competition. He was at South Carter for quite a few years down there, made famous for his burst of speed down the right-hand side, and Brent Hamill as well is basically a club legend out here at Edgeworth, and the two of them seem to be linking up really well, and hopefully we'll see Edgeworth coming down this right-hand side a lot more.
Here's Big Walker looking forward. Was he taken down? No. Here we go, another opportunity. Hamill is there. Bray Smith, the big fella. Heavy underfoot. Hamill on the ground. But coming alive there for the Jets was Roman Hoffman. They're playing around with it at the back. Paljak under pressure. A lot of pressure. Is forced to go back. All the way back. for the keeper in Solari. Hay looks up. He's got a man behind him. He goes to him, Hoffman. Hoffman to Hay. Lundy's going to make a lead here. Did the ball go out of play? No. In fact, it did. So right on halfway, you throw in. They're trying to make the use once again. The ball's gone out of play. Here's an opportunity. Holtz has a shot but goes wide. Off the left foot. Fancying his chances, Holtz. And just from out of nowhere had a shot. It would have been an absolute ripper. And that's the first shot on goal they've had in a while, but it was well wide. Kanarowski over the ball, Lundy short. And Hay can't control. Just throws his head up. Didn't like that one at all. Grady did well. Hayes there trying to make amends, looks up. Comes under a lot of pressure from Krankovic. Beautiful play there by Hoffman. Poweryak. Looks up. Cut back on the inside. Finlayson's there. Hasn't really played himself into the game yet, Finlayson. You sense he's got a bit of danger about him. Solari drives one down, but it goes straight into the path of Hay, who looks up to Lundy off the left boot. Can he skin his man? Tries to go round. He can't get around Big Walker, but it looks like they've won a corner here, the Newcastle Jets. I do apologise, we're completely out of sight in the position we've got. Driving it to the far post, tries to get it back on the inside, still alive. Finlayson has a shot. Kanarowski's there as well, but it's cleared out of the area. Oh, enterprising stuff there for the Newcastle Jets.
Bit of a scrappy chance there. It fell to Kanarowski in the end. Again, you can probably put it down as a half chance for the Jets, and really they did do well to progress down the field and win themselves a corner. They actually looked surprisingly well from set pieces. Again, the free kick to hit the crossbar. You would think that maybe they wouldn't be as strong with the height and size advantage to some of the other first grade teams, but certainly they're looking pretty dangerous with the set pieces at the moment. And another half chance, but still, the scores are locked at 0-0 with about 15 minutes left.
Krankovic is there. Holds to the far post. Fogarty forced to make a save. Coming up, here's an opportunity. What a wonderful save! Oh, John Solari saving the Jets there. It was the head of Dylan Holtz. He probably should have scored. You can tell from his body language as he just kicked that ball out to the corner. He thought he probably should have been on the board.
Yeah, looked like all odds it was going to open the scoring. Again, a brilliant one-on-one save from Solari. Great end-to-end football, really. It was just a matter of seconds before that Kanarowski had the shot down the other end. Let's see what Edgeworth can produce here from their own set piece.
His players moving around everywhere. Cuts back in. Holtz may get a second opportunity. He doesn't. Cowburn just drives one out. At the back with Smith. Ooh. Getting himself in the game was Finlayson. I said he hasn't really found his feet in the game, and he went in with 2 feet sliding in there dangerously. He's looked all right early on. He's made a lot of early runs. Probably the last 5 or 10 minutes he's been a bit quiet, and maybe that's got to do with Edgeworth getting themselves back in the game. But Finlayson, he looks dangerous up there if you can get the right support. There's been a few through balls that probably have just lacked the quality needed to release him into space, but he's got big shoes to fill in replacing Bradbury. As again, end-to-end stuff, Edgeworth Eagles just flash across, slash shot past the back post. Here's Taylor trying to chip one into the fast stick, but it wasn't a good one. It was well off the mark indeed. So 14 minutes on the clock, 0-0. This opening fixture of the Northern New South Wales National Premier League. Edgeworth Eagles hosting Newcastle Jets Youth. Solari looks up. He's got Hoffman short and he pays it. Smith's on the outside on the left side, but not interested whatsoever. There was Hoffman. The left boot of Solari, thanks to the pressure by Krankovic, goes all the way over the sideline. So a promising position here for Edgeworth. Smith, Walker holding, looks up. Lundy puts him under pressure. Doing a lot of work, Lundy. Smith goes forward, Krankovic is there. Kanarowski came, and it's the corner to Edgeworth. The right-hand side of play as we sit here in the Western Grandstand. And coming across to take the corner. For Edgeworth is Aaron McLaughlin. So McLaughlin, he's got targets everywhere. He curls one to the near post. Lundy's there, gets a touch on it, still touches everywhere. The Jets do come away with it though. Playing around, Kanarowski wins a free kick. And another corner there for Edgeworth Eagles, Foxy. It's not well executed.
Yeah, well, the last 5 minutes they've managed to get a bit of possession down in the Newcastle Jets final third, but still lacking the quality. A few times that they've been out on the right-hand side, that final cross just has lacked the quality they needed. Again, promising signs for them. If they can just get a bit more quality down there in the second half, you would expect one to find the back of the net. And even the one-on-one chances they have created, really just brilliant goalkeeping that's got them in the game so far.
So as the rain continues to bucket down here, the pitch starting to deteriorate ever so slowly. Opportunity for Hay, goes down the line to Lundy. He looks forward. Can't do well, he was rolling around there like he was some kind of ninja, trying to just pluck the ball out. Kanarowski, a very Kanarowski-like manner. Comes away with it, passes the ball, but it's distributed all the way down. And Solari just punches it forward and over the sideline. Here's Finlayson. Finlayson looks up, goes right, goes left. Coming in, sliding in with 2 feet there was Josh Evans. He had to make the tackle and that's what he did. So it's a corner now to the Jets. You can see the lightning striking in the background. Plenty of rain about. Where will they go? Near post, far post. Try to go a short one. It's cleared out. Here's Krankovic with 2 men to beat. What can he do? He looks up, working hard. Well done though. Newcastle Jets at the back. Nice little clearing ball. They did well for possession because the Jets come away with it. Little fancy footwork in the centre of the park. Punching it down the line, looking for Holtz. He wins the throw in. Holtz can't control, giving the ball up. And it's going to be brought back in. Giving the ball away once again, the Jets. So looking for some control for someone. Walker, the big fella. Just tries to sweep it across, but Hayes there. Now we've got some numbers here for the Jets. Plenty of numbers everywhere. Where's he going to go, Hay? He tries to go on the outside to Lundy. Not well executed. And coming all the way back was Brent Hamill for Edgeworth, who did the defensive job.
Yeah, a bit of a disappointing final decision there from the Edgeworth centre midfield again. They looked well holding possession, but really the Jets weren't pressuring too much, and just a silly ball really across field to give away possession. And again, that could be the difference between the two sides. I hope for some better decision making in the middle of the park, again, especially in these conditions.
So 9 minutes to play here, the opening half of Friday night football. Of course, every week you'll be able to watch live streaming of the match of the round. We'll have more details at the conclusion of the match. We'd also like to inform you of the opportunity to be involved in a tipping competition as part of this year's coverage as well. More details to come shortly. So a little opportunity there for the Jets. Fogarty did well. McLaughlin putting his man under pressure. He just kicks it straight back to him, says, "Have had a bit of pressure yourself." Kantarowski comes out well for the Jets as well. And Pauyak, who's been amongst it, sort of sitting in behind in that midfield role. Frankovic in the 9. Giving it up. Hamill can't control it. Now with Hay. Here goes Jacob Pepper over halfway. Nice little piercing ball through to McDonald. McDonald comes up to the byline. Goes near stick. Still to be won. Wasn't well executed. Well, it was a pretty good shot, but it didn't go to his man. He's got an opportunity now to make amends. McDonald goes back. 2 feet. Referee not happy. Of course, the defender, as always, Foxy, putting the 2 hands up, not wondering what he did wrong.
Yeah, that's always the case. Again, slippery conditions. They're both very physical teams. They're very committed. You expect 1 or 2 free kicks. Hopefully this one is a bit far out to cause any real danger, but again, from the sideline, it could very well put on a good delivery, and we saw a header on target just recently from Brandon Lundy from the Newcastle Jets youth, and let's see what they can produce here.
Ball drives up. It's curling though. Kantarowski climbs high. In fact, it was Tom Whiteside, central defender. Here's Krankovic. He's got players screaming at him. His options are fairly limited because Pauyak did well to push him to the sideline. Hamill gets amongst it there. Walker tries to find Krankovic. Six minutes to play. Still 0-0. Jets right sideline. He taken down from behind. No, play on. Cowburn that was. Evans plays it back to Fogarty. Looking up forward. Hamill's there in that inside right channel. Bray Smith had made the overlapping run, but couldn't find him there. Good Hamill. Throws it down the line. Hay had to come well there, and he did. Ball getting caught up in the water here, so the puddles are starting to form. I'm just going to put the defence in 2 minds. Opportunity for the Jets. Lundy, he's looked likely tonight. Goes to the far post. Cowburn comes out, tries to get there, he does. Drives it back, and it's cleared by the Edgeworth Eagles. And for an opportunity now. Lundy's there, gets a header, head ahead. We've got a free kick just outside the area, and it was Walker. And he's brought his man down. So this is a promising position here for the Newcastle Jets youth.
Again, expect Nick Cowburn, free kick specialist, to step up over this one. He showed us just how close he can come with his first attempt. It looked all odds to be going in, to be honest. Nice curling, dipping shot. Just caught the crossbar though. Again, with 4 minutes left in the half, a great opportunity for the Newcastle Jets to take advantage of their promising possession. certainly make the second half a lot more interesting.
Four-man wall. Calburn drives it, but Fogarty's there. He went low, expecting the wall to jump. He found himself a nice little passage through the ball. It's like a free kick has been paid to the Edgeworth Eagles. But once again, Calburn looking lively with the free kick there. Just probably about a metre or two off being a wonderful free kick.
Yeah, I mean, despite the Newcastle Jets youth being such a young team, they've still got some pretty experienced guys in there. Nick Calburn has got a couple seasons of state league football under his belt, along with Michael Kanarowski. They seem to have a lot of quality there, and surprisingly, they're actually matching it physically with the bigger opponents as well. As you can see now, every step the players take, there's water coming up, and the second half will be very interesting. Let's hope they've got a roller here at the pitch.
The old super stopper. Surely we can get someone down there to the SCG, grab a super stopper. I know our cameraman would be pretty happy to see the super stopper, because it's all happening, especially down on the right sideline, as we just saw before. Hamill unintentionally sliding into Hay, and it was merely just the conditions. Playing it through, here's an opportunity. Fogarty comes out. The ball's still alive here for the Newcastle Jets, but they can't do well. And it was Baden McDonald got in behind. And whilst Fogarty came off his line, that could well have been the first goal for the Newcastle Jets. Short one taken. Hayes across there. Curls it in off the left boot. It's still to be won now. And Edgeworth might come away with this. Ball's tucked down near the byline. Nice little play out by Edgeworth. And you think the Newcastle Jets youth, they would have come here tonight with the game plan of playing it with the ball at their feet. They're now trying to, I guess, do that, but they're going to probably have to play it a little bit longer considering the conditions, Foxy.
I think so, yeah. I mean, both teams actually like to play the ball on the deck. They've got a very good system of play, and yeah, I mean, the pitch is just getting worse and worse with this water, so it's going to be very interesting to see what decisions the managers take, really, how they change their formation, their approach, and how they adapt to the conditions. At the end of the day, that's football, and yeah, let's see what happens.
It's a bit of a disappointment, I guess, because the pitch was in mint condition for tonight's match, but that's the way football crumbles. And for the shipping the ball, Barpo's still to be won here, getting a shot away, but it's well defended. And there's the first half played here at Jack McLaughlin. It was an enterprising game for the conditions, but neither the Newcastle Jets youth or the Edgeworth Eagles could find themselves a ball in the back of the net. So it's all locked up here at half-time, and we'll be back for the second half in just a few moments.
Go forward into the future. Inaugural National Premier League night in the grandstand. After you're going to be
blurry. I had it good, then it went blurry, but Luke's dad's watching it, it's crystal clear. I mean, you know, it's every... Is that the preview?
Am I off?
That's awesome. Yeah, guys.
Is it alright?
Did you turn him off? Is he muted?
Felt like it was. 1, 2. Oh.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we've just had word from the officials due to the conditions tonight and the effects on player danger that tonight's fixture here at Jack McLaughlin Oval between the Edgeworth Eagles and the Newcastle Jets youth won't be played out in terms of the second half. Unfortunately, for this live stream, we won't get to see the whole of it, but I've got here Brendan from Bar TV. Pretty good to get things underway here tonight, Brendan.
Mate, it's been as you can see, there's plenty of lightning. The boys have been out there and they've kept running around. So unfortunately, yeah, we've had to call the game. But Bar TV is going to be back next week. The game that we're covering next week is going to be the Charlestown City Blues up against the Lambton Jaffers, and that's on Sunday of next week. So make sure you get down to the grounds, all the NPL grounds, and Bar TV will be covering that game. Apologies again. But unfortunately, Mother Nature's done too much to step in the way of this. So next time, make sure you listen to Mossy's call and the boys from Bar TV.
That's exactly right, unfortunately, but fortunate for some, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people in their gardens out there very happy to see the amount of rain that's going. For the rest of the round, we've got Hamilton Olympic. They'll be hosting South Cardiff down there at Darling Street Oval tomorrow. And on the same day, Lambton Jaffers will take on Charlestown City Blues at the home of the Jaffa Arthur Eden Oval. Whilst on Sunday, Western Workers take on Lake Macquarie City, and the Rosebuds will be hosting the Magic at Adamstown Oval. So on behalf of myself, Brendan, and the whole team here at Bar TV, we'll be seeing you next week for that match of the round, and we'll catch you then.